Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, there are two things that I want to address, and I'm going to address them very quickly because this is a huge book haul that I want to get to for you guys. So yeah, the first thing that I want to address is this video or tag. Is it a tag? I don't know what it is, but it's a video that's currently trending on Booktube, and that is being black on Booktube, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It's black creators. Let me slow down, I can talk. It's black creators on Booktube sharing their experience about what it's like to be black on Booktube. So before someone asks me, because somebody will ask me when I'm doing this video, I wanted to address it right now because the answer is I'm not going to be doing it, or at least I'm not going to be doing it for the foreseeable future. Let me tell you why. First thing, I haven't been on Booktube that long. I've seriously been on Booktube and uploading consistently since January. So that's about 6 months I've been on Booktube. I haven't known about the Booktube community for that long either. Before Booktube, I largely used YouTube for makeup and dog videos. That's essentially what I would watch. I didn't discover Booktube until late 2018. I want to say it was really late 2018 that I even realized that Booktube existed. And even then, there was only maybe 3 booktubers that I watched. That was NayaReadsAndSmiles, Haley in Bookland, and oh gosh, what's her name? I think her name is Emma. Yeah, those were the 3 that I was largely watching. I didn't realize how big the platform was until much later. So for me to sit here, and again, I'll be 100% obvious, 100% honest, my experience on Booktube thus far has been really positive and very uplifting. Now, however, I'm not so naive to think that this will continue to be my experience throughout my entire journey on Booktube. I know that won't be the case, but I'm not going to sit here and make a video discussing my experience on Booktube as a black creator just because it's a trending video right now. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think it's fair to the other black creators who have been on this platform for literal years and who have stories on top of stories on top of stories that they can be sharing with you about their experience that is so important and so prevalent to what's going on in today's society right now. Those are the ones that you should be listening to, and I'm not going to take up your time spewing nonsense that sounds incredibly naive because my experience has been so positive when you could be getting a real raw inside look at what it's really like for a black creator who's been on this platform for a lot longer than me. I am greatly, by definition, a Booktube newbie, so for me to sit here and talk about my experience on a platform that I've only been on for 6 months, I don't think it's fair to the black creators who have been here a lot longer than me. So my answer to that question is I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not going to be doing that video anytime soon. I mean, check back with me in 2 years. Maybe then I'll do it, but not right now. So that's out of the way. The second thing I want to address is, oh, sorry, before I go on, I will be linking in my description box down below. If you are interested in hearing about black experiences on Booktube, I will be linking some of those videos that I've been watching because I've been binge watching them lately. I will put them in the description box so that you guys can watch them too. If you are interested and genuinely care, go and watch them. Don't watch them just because I told you to, or because, you know, you think that by watching one video, then that's it, you're an ally, you've done your part. No. Don't, if that's your mentality, don't even waste your time, and don't waste their time. Just don't even bother. But if you're genuinely wanting to learn and genuinely wanting to be open-minded and hear what black creators are saying, then I'll leave a list in the description box. We're now going to talk about Book Outlet. So before I get into it, I want to say that I've been an avid supporter for Book Outlet. I loved that store. I am Canadian. Book Outlet is somewhere that I was literally dying to go to. Not literally, but dying to go to before COVID started. I wanted to do a whole video of my experience going to Book Outlet, and now they've just completely screwed everything up. So Book Outlet has this program. It's called the Vlogger Friends or Vlogger Buddy program. Mind you, I think they've taken the page down because I went to look for the page to put like a screenshot of it here, and I couldn't find it. So they do this program where they feature 7 booktubers on their on a page on their website, and they send them a gift card of like a lump sum of money to buy books on their website, and then they do like sponsored content and blah 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 blah. It's all grand and good for the 7 who are chosen. Mind you, out of the 7, only one of them is black, the rest of them are white. obviously that's a problem. So it came out that there are other Black creators that have reached out to Book Outlet, and they have been met like to join their Vlogger Friends program, and were met with, you know, kind of emails that just disregarded their request, or no response at all. And NayaReadsAndSmiles, the one Black booktuber that they had on their Vlogger Friends, asked what was going on, and I guess they responded with something. I'll paraphrase. I'll link her video down below, because she's the one who this really all fell back on, because she was the token Black girl that they used. And she refers to herself as that as well. I'm not just throwing that label on her. They responded with, they choose their Vlogger friends based on engagement, and they don't use any vloggers that or booktubers that have explicit content, because they want to maintain a family-friendly look. Now that response is what broke the camel's back, because you can't say that in response to where are the Black booktubers, because what you've just insinuated is that other than Naya, no Black booktubers are family-friendly. That's what you've just insinuated, and you cannot tell me that on this entire platform you can't find one booktuber who does not curse or have explicit content or review explicit books or anything of that nature. Mind you, I'm pretty sure they sell books that are not YA, so there would be explicit books on their website, but that's besides the point. Whatever. So that was mind-blowing to me, that was the response that they came up with. That out of all things that they could have thought to say, that's what their PR team chose. That whole PR team should be fired. So I'm just gonna come out and say that was not wise. Mind you, they did show their true colors. So that being said, now that, you know, everything has been laid out, the ball's on the court, everybody now can decide what they do with Book Outlet from here. I know I personally will not be giving them any more of my business until their attitude changes, and until I see a change on their Vlogger Buddies page, and until I see that they have taken the criticism to heart and, you know, issue some sort of an apology for what they've said, they will not be getting any more of my business. So that being said, we can jump into the video where my book haul comes all from Chapters Indigo. So that's where I originally was buying all my books from. It's a little bit, well, it's a lot pricier than buying them on Book Outlet, but I honestly would rather spend more money and buy less books less frequently from Chapters than spend less money and get more books from Book Outlet, knowing that they are complicitly racist. Yeah, I can't in good faith do that. So that being said, again, I will link Naya's video down below, because she explains it in more detail, and it's her experience to share. I just wanted to use that to preface that I will not be supporting Book Outlet anymore. So that's that. But yeah, all of that out of the way, we can now jump into my book haul. And my disclaimer is a little bit different this time. It's going to be, if you hear my Great Dane, sorry, not if you hear her, if you see my Great Dane, it's because she's downstairs with me today, along with my Mastiff, who's also downstairs with me. So if you're going to hear anybody, it's probably going to be my bully, who is upstairs doing his own thing. So yeah, you shouldn't hear anybody whining, but you might see some dogs walk in and out of the video, and that's just how that's gonna go. So this is an insanely long intro. Let's get into the book haul. So we are gonna get started with this video. My Great Dane is literally standing right in front of me right now. I don't know if you can see her or not. What are you doing? Hey, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Yeah, so I'm gonna start. I have over 20 books. For this book haul, I'm going to start with all the classics that I got, and then I'll go into the other genre books, mainly because I don't have to explain what the classics are about, because by definition, I think most of you would know what the classics are about. So yeah, Strawberry, hey, hello. Don't step on your sister. Oh my days, having giant dogs is a trip. All right, so the first book that I got is Little Women by Louise May Alcott. I've been wanting to get this book for a while, mainly because I've been wanting to watch the movie, and I wanted to read the book before I watched the movie. This is the 150th cover edition, and I thought it was really, really pretty. If I like it, I'm the type of person, I will collect multiple versions of the book. So if I really like it, then I will literally go out and collect pretty much every version of the book that I can find. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm running out of spots to kind of stick books on my bookshelf, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, there's that one. Yeah, so the next book that I have is Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. And it's the pop-up version of it. Who did it? I don't remember who did it, but yeah, it's a pop-up version of it. I haven't even unwrapped it yet. So again, been wanting to read Alice in Wonderland for a while. I love the Tim Burton movie adaptation of it, mainly because Johnny Depp is in it. Like, who doesn't love Johnny Depp? So yeah, I have that. And then I also have the same version of The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales, the pop-up edition as well. I did unwrap this one because I was kind of skimming through it. And it's really, really pretty, and it's got the what's it called? These, like, this turn thing, which is super, super cute. Did you just drop it, Mama? Yeah, okay. So I have The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales there. I also have Wuthering Heights. Now, this is something that I've been wanting to pick up for a while, but I only wanted to pick it up if I could find like a beautiful edition of it, and I did. So I'm very happy about that. I also had, I don't know where it is. I think it's somewhere upstairs, which means it won't be in this video, but I got the Pride and Prejudice version of it as well, like that has the same cover. If I can find it, then I'll show it in this video, but yeah. And it has the blue edge tinted pages, which is really, really nice. Something that I love about it is the font is huge. I like classics with big font because, first of all, they're gonna be long anyway, so I'd rather read it with big font and maybe have there be a couple more pages. I'd rather that. So yeah, very happy with that purchase. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna crack my back with how much I'm twisting. The next one that I got is To Kill a Mockingbird and Go Set a Watchman, both by Harper Lee. So you read To Kill a Mockingbird first, and then I didn't realize that this was like an accompanying novel to Kill a Mockingbird. It follows Scout, I believe. Yeah, it follows Scout. So yeah, I've been wanting a hard copy edition of To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm pretty sure I said that in my reading wish list. So I finally got my it's not hardcover, but I got a physical copy of it. And again, this is something that I will be collecting multiple editions for because, like, why not? It's a beautiful story. So, and I will be able to do my reread of that soon as well. And I definitely want to read the accompanying novel to go along with it. Okay, so the next one that I have, or the next two that I have, are actually children's classics that I've been wanting for a while. The first one is Pippi Longstocking. Now, I've been wanting this for so long, and that's because when I was younger, I used to watch the TV show for Pippi Longstocking and I loved it. My dad also used to call me Pippi Longstocking because I would have these insanely long striped socks just like this one, and I would wear them all the time. Literally all the time. So he would call me Pippi Longstocking. So that was just a fond memory, and I wanted to pick up the book. And the next one that I have is Peter Pan. Now, I'm not a huge Peter Pan fan, mind you. Again, I've only seen the movie for it, but I did want to give the book a try. So yeah, I got these two, and also they're super cute and little, so I figured why not. Now, the next three that I have been on my reading wish list for probably years, and the first one that is absolutely gorgeous is The Complete Works of William Shakespeare. Take this in, okay? Take this in. It's his complete works. That is insane. And the pages are gilded gold. It's so beautiful. Like, it makes my heart skip a beat holding this book. Like, it's absolutely stunning. I was just flipping through it. I have it marked, I believe I have it marked at The Merchant of Venice. Yes, because that is my next Romeo and Juliet. The Merchant of Venice is my favorite Shakespeare play, and it's gorgeous. So insanely happy to have this with me. I want to know if you guys can see her. I won't crop her out. If you can see her, I swear I won't crop her out. I'll leave her in the video. Okay, so I didn't realize that my phone had stopped recording for a piece of time there, and I don't know why it did that, but as I was saying, The Princess Bride, I was able to get a beautiful physical copy of it. It also has illustrations, so I'm trying to find one for you. Here we go. It's got these gorgeous illustrations in it that I'm super, super excited about. and so happy to be able to own a copy of it. The physical book itself is also blue, just like it was. I'm pretty sure in the movie it was blue as well, so I'm really happy about that. And then the last book that I got, now we've got a toy squeaking. This is why I don't film with the dogs downstairs, okay? For those who are asking, this is why. The next book that I have is the Brothers Grimm, The Complete Fairy Tales. So this is something that I've been wanting for so long, but I wanted a beautiful edition of it. I'm sorry, I'm that vain booktuber who likes pretty books. Bite me. So there we go. It's got the gold gilded pages. It's really, really gorgeous on the inside. The font is beautiful. The page thickness is really, really nice for such a large book. So yeah, I'm hoping to probably start this around July or August, maybe closer to my birthday, and maybe like read a fairy tale a week or something, and I'll probably vlog that because I am a huge fairy tale buff and I love creepy fairy tales, so here we go. Those are all the classics that I have. I'm now going to jump into all the other genre books that I got. A lot of these books are off of my reading wish list, that video that I posted a little while ago, so I'm so happy that I was able to get a good portion of those. And then something else I was going to say. Yeah, I meant to be able to film I meant to be able to film this haul last week, but I wasn't able to get all of them at once because my boyfriend is now monitoring how many books I buy, which is really good because I need somebody to monitor how many books I buy and make sure that I'm not spending all my money on books, but at the same time it's also slightly annoying because I want to be able to spend all my money on books. So yeah, here we go. The first book that I have is Anna Kay by Jenny Lee. I talked about this in my previous video, but it's about a Korean American family, and the daughter of said family is like the perfect daughter, or the perfect daughter. Gets good grades, is like a stellar student, a really good friend, blah, 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 blah. She then meets this guy who kind of throws her whole life in turmoil because that's what guys do, and it's a YA novel, so what else would we expect? It is a Anna Karenina retelling. I have not read the original Anna Karenina. I don't plan on reading it. I don't know if I get my hands on a copy of it, maybe I will, but for now I think I'm just going to stick with this because it sounds super cute and like your quintessential YA novel, so why not? The next one, still running out of space to stick things, so I'm going to just drop them here. The next one that I have is Circe, and that is by Madeline Miller. This was one of the books that I didn't really know a whole ton about, but I do know that it is about the Greek gods, mainly, obviously, Circe. So I'm excited to give this a try. Everybody's been hyping it up. I've had some people in my comments tell me that it was a really amazing book and that I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm very, very excited about that. So I'm hoping to get to it soon. I don't actually know what the... Ooh, hello, look at that. That's pretty. This is the first time I'm opening it. The book itself is black, which is fine. That's pretty. But yeah, it has the uneven pages, and if you don't know, this is like my favorite feature of any book, is to have the uneven pages. I don't know why, but either gilded pages or uneven pages, I love that. So yeah, I don't know why. A lot of people think it looks really, really messy. I love it. So there we go. Before we move on to the next book that I'm insanely excited for, if you hear my Great Dane whining or crying, she's not hurt, dying, or anything above. She's absolutely fine. She's just whiny, but here on this channel, we deal with it. There she is. She was down here for the video, but she was getting a little destructive, so I had to put her back upstairs. And she's not happy about that, but that's life. Anyways, the next book that I am insanely excited for, and was also on my wish list, is I'm Pregnant by Jenny Hendricks, and I wonder if you can hear that. She's not happy. But it's I'm Pregnant by Jenny Hendricks and Ted Kaplan. This is a book about a teenage girl who lives, or is part of, a very conservative / Christian family, and she finds herself pregnant. Now, she doesn't feel comfortable enough turning to her parents. Her boyfriend or ex, who is the father of said child, is pretty scarce with this, and the only person that she can think to turn to is her ex-best friend, and along the way, a stolen car. So that in itself is a lot to deal with. It's going to be dealing with a very, very difficult topic such as abortion. But it looks like the authors, or it sounds like the authors, have found a way to do so with some comedic relief, which I do appreciate. So I'm definitely insanely excited for this book. Like, I'm so happy to finally have a physical copy of this book. It's insane. Okay. The next one, where am I going to stick these? I'm ruining the aesthetic of my shelves, but it's fine. The next one that I have is actually one that my boyfriend picked up for me, and it's called Confront the Raven, and it's written by Peter Howie. I believe it's a poetry book, and I've read one poetry book for this whole year, which is weird, because I love poetry. So he went ahead and picked out this book for me, and yeah, I don't know anything really about it. I don't know the author, so maybe I'll probably do this one in a reading vlog so you guys can kind of experience it with me, and I'm hoping that it's really, really good. So yeah. The next one that I have is actually a children's book, and that is Black Woman in Science. I saw this on one of the tables at Chapters with like all their featured books and stuff like that, and I thought that this was insanely cute. First of all, not only did I want to read it, but I also wanted to be able to, after I read it, give it to my nephew who is 10. So yeah, I'm super excited for this one. I think it's really, really cute, and hold on, where is it? The illustrations that it does in here is really, really sweet as well. So I'm super excited for this. The next one that I have is called Queenie by Candace Cathy Williams. First of all, the cover of this book, I have an eyelash in my eye. That is not helpful. Oh my gosh. Lord. Okay. The cover of this book is so gorgeous. You see this braid, this box braid pattern in a bun. This is beautiful. Mainly because it's a hairstyle that I have rocked on many occasions. I even do it with my dreads, and this is something I just want to take a minute to talk about, like how important this type of representation is, especially for not necessarily readers my age, but for young Black girls coming up. To see a cover like this is so empowering, and just it brightens your whole view on the book world, and I love it. I really, really love when I see covers like this. Mind you, this is written by a Black author, so I expected this, but it still made my day when I saw it. Anyways, oddly enough, the cover was not the reason that I picked up the book, but it is about an age group that I don't really get to read a lot about, and that is a 23-year-old Black girl, which, hi, I am too. So that is awesome right out of the gate. And it's about kind of her making, how do I explain it? She's kind of at a loss for where to go in her life at the moment. You know, her and her boyfriend just broke up. She doesn't really feel heard by her Jamaican British family. And you know, she's been making poor decisions left and right, and she doesn't really know where to go with her life. And that speaks volumes to me, because I honestly feel pretty well in the same place. So I am so incredibly excited to have this book and be able to read it and read about someone else's experience that's actually similar to mine, because I don't get that in a lot of books. So yeah, definitely gonna look out for this in a reading vlog, because this will be something that I definitely what's the word, not premiere, feature in a reading vlog. That's the word I'm looking for. The next book that I'm super excited to have a physical copy of is Dreamland Burning by Jennifer Latham, and it's a dual period perspective story, which is a characteristic that I really like but don't find in a lot of books. And it takes place in present day, where a girl finds a skeleton in her backyard, and her family is trying to deal with that and figure out why the skeleton is there. And it goes back to 1921, where the Tusla riots are taking place, and you get to actually see the racism that's taking place and how the skeleton ended up there. So I'm really, really intrigued to see how the author deals with the topic of the Tusla riot, as well as how they tie it into the present day finding of the skeleton in the backyard. So I have been highly, highly anticipating this book, and I'm very happy to be able to have a copy of it. The next book that I have is oh my goodness, when I tell you that I've been wanting to read this for a while, I have been wanting to read this for a hot minute, and that's If Belle Street Could Talk by James Baldwin. I recommended the Netflix, or is it Netflix? I think it's Hulu, movie version of it, and I've wanted the book for a while, so I'm really happy to have this as well. It's about this Black couple who, I think they're either getting married or starting a family, something along those lines. But it's this Black couple whose whole life is kind of thrust into turmoil when the man is falsely accused of doing a crime he didn't commit, which is quite prevalent in today's society. So yeah, it's a book that I've wanted for a while, and I feel like there's no better time to read it than right now. So I'm happy that I have a copy of it. The next one that I picked up was, oh sorry, and this is the last one. Oh my gosh, we've made it. The last book that I got, I wasn't planning on getting it at all, and that is The Silence of the Girls, and it is from the perspective of Helen of Troy. Now, it's going to depend on how well versed you are with the Trojan War, but it's a topic that I really like a lot, and I've never liked Helen. Honestly, I've never really liked Helen at all. I always found her to be a little bit annoying and honestly a little fickle. So I am excited to have a story that is based off of her perspective, and maybe it'll be able to change my mind. Far be it for me to say that my opinion will never change. So maybe this will change my mind on the topic of Helen. So yeah, those are all the books, I think. Oh my gosh, guys, I did it. This is it. We're done. Those are all the books that I recently bought. I probably should have split that up into 2 videos, but it is what it is. Here we are. Yeah. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have any of the books that I hauled in this video, and let me know what you think. No spoilers, please. Even though spoilers don't bother me, they might bother someone else reading the comments, so try and keep it spoiler free. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.